welcome back to Gold Scratch. So if you have an issue with vapor lock, what the heck is vapor lock? Vapor lock is basically the fuel in your fuel line or your fuel pump or your carburetor somewhere turns from a liquid to a vapor, and now you don't have any fuel to burn, because if you have vapor on your intake line to your fuel pump, it's very hard to draw it, or anywhere else. So the question started with, why is this hose insulated? But it's more than that. So one of the things that, if you have a small block Chev, and I'm not sure, this may be made for other engines, one of the things that people don't think about for vapor lock is your fuel pump is bolted right to your block with a steel adapter plate. And if you shut your engine off and it's hot, that heat will always go from hot to cold, and so that heat will be transferred into your fuel pump. And if it's hot enough, it could actually vaporize or boil the fuel in your fuel pump. And then when you go to start your engine up, it's trying to suck air instead of a liquid, vapor instead of a liquid, and eventually you will have a vapor lock. You'll run out of fuel. So this line is insulated for obvious reasons, to protect it and to keep it insulated from the heat of the engine. And one of the things you can't see is that the suction line is even more important. Typically with a lot of engines, not a problem with these stock cars because the headers go over top of the engine anyway. But this line that goes back to your fuel tank, there is no line here now, is under negative pressure. So fuel is more likely to vaporize when it's under negative pressure than positive pressure. So that line, if you're running that line close to your headers at all, and you have a vapor lock problem, you should probably be insulating it. But here's the real trick. Valley can come in, I'll try to point at it. That is not a steel plate. That plate that bolts the fuel pump to the block is phenolic, and that's an insulating material, and that prevents or slows down heat transfer from the block to the fuel pump and helps to prevent evaporation or vapor lock. Now, as far as I know, this is a small block Chev, obviously, pretty standard. I don't know how many other they're available for other ranges. I think they're available for big blocks too, I'm not sure. Anyway, if you have a small block Chev and you have a vapor lock problem, those are some things that you can think about. Hope you found that interesting. Thank you for watching Gold Scratch.